All right, time to check back in with meteorologist Robert Suhr. Just a wet week. I know you're keeping track of the rain totals that we saw the last 24, 48 hours. Who saw the most?
Benton County, really. They were the big winners, and then down into the River Valley as well. Kind of a hole in the middle, sort of. But plenty of people saw plenty of rain. It's a shame we're not, well, I shouldn't, I mean, it's not a shame we're not in a drought, but, you know, the rain would have been more beneficial if we were in a drought, but all rain is beneficial, I should say. Jane, Missouri was the big winner from the observations I could see, well over 5 inches of rain. Maysville and Benton County, Gravette, Bentonville, Barling, all well over 4 inches. Just under 4 inches in Gentry. Little Flock with 3.5 inches. I could say Little Flock / Pea Ridge with about 3.5 inches. Even XNA getting into the action there at 3.38, and into the River Valley. You know, Clarksville, that's an updated number, 3.76 inches, because keeping track of that, because in eastern parts of the River Valley through mid-afternoon, that rain was still coming down at a pretty good clip. Right now, it's well off into central Arkansas. Still have some tornado warnings and numerous severe thunderstorm warnings across central and now pushing into eastern Arkansas. Some leftover sprinkles for northwest Arkansas for the most part. You can see a very thin line pressing out of Washington County into Madison County. That is about it. That thin line pushed the Razorback softball game back to a 6:30 start. You can see some showers Crawford County into northern Franklin County north of Interstate 40 and stretching down into the mountains, basically moving through Paris. A couple of sprinkles about 10 minutes away or so from Mount Magazine as well. 40s and 50s across northwest Arkansas at this hour, with a couple of 60s hanging on in Madison County. In the River Valley, basically mid-50s with a couple of lower 60s the further east you make your way. Now, in terms of the flood alerts, most of the flood advisories have been canceled with the exception of Polk and Scott County. But numerous flash flood warnings, river flood advisories, they still remain on streams and creeks and other bodies of water as we're waiting for the waters to start to recede, which should take a couple of days, which is why the Weather Prediction Center is now saying likely significant river flooding along the Illinois River is expected over the next 48 to 72 hours. Still possible for the Poto River. They didn't see as much rain as we did up here because a lot of the streams and creeks in northwest Arkansas, especially Benton County, like Osage Creek as an example, will drain into the Illinois River. So all that water from northwest Arkansas is going to fill up some of our local rivers. Now, as we go through the rest of the night, activity should continue to move off to the east and out of our area. Skies will clear so that by tomorrow morning, we'll wake up with a nice mix of clouds and sunshine. And it sets up a very nice weekend for us. And we'll finally be able to dry out over the next couple of days. Lows tonight will be in the 40s, so a little bit chilly, but not too bad, around average for this time of the year. And we'll be warming up nicely tomorrow thanks to the return of sunshine back up into the 60s. And a very nice week is on the way. Couple of sprinkles possible Sunday night and into Monday. Monday looks like a mostly cloudy day, and then we look toward the end of next week for more shower and storm chances, unfortunately, and that could be our next severe weather event. We'll keep an eye on it. It's still about a week away. River Valley, very nice weekend temperatures into the 60s and 70s, and we stay in the upper 60s through the middle part of next week before those rain and storm chances move back into the forecast. Now, yesterday we forecasted 66 for Kingston, 1 degree off, unfortunately, but that's good enough. That's good enough for Jacob Leary of Gentry to win the Darby-Bybee umbrella. You'll get that in the next couple of days there, Jacob. We'll take you to Scott County tomorrow. Y City, forecast a temperature of 67. We're going to check the sports world coming up right after the break with Brandon.